I'm late posting this week. Today is actually my treatment day, but I wanted to post a week 5 video, what's been going on and how I've been doing, and I wanted to talk about sit. You're fine. Down. Just lay down. You're fine. I wanted to talk about genetics and why I had my genetics testing done. So I'll do that towards the end of the video. For now, I'll just talk to you about how I've been feeling and what I've been up to. Believe it or not, I have been able to do an incredible amount of my normal stuff. I really think that if I was working, of course I wouldn't be able to work on the day of my treatment, but the day after, yeah, I'm a little tired, but I really think that I could, if I had a low-key kind of like office job, not necessarily driving around because you do get sleepy the following day, but every day after that, you just get more and more energy. You know, Saturday and Sunday we did apple pressing. You know, the weekend before that I had done helped with the chicken slaughtering. So I've been able to do everything that I normally would do with my restrictions, and I've just been so blessed by that. And with that comes along the conversation about my hair. So I'm losing hair in a huge way, and my husband is so patient. He's incredibly patient. There's hair everywhere. The rollers, you know, the lint rollers have become my best friend because, you know, if I have my hair down at all, or I take my hair out, or I brush my hair, or anything, there's hair all over me, all over everything else, all over the floor. And so the lint rollers have really been a lifesaver. My pore vacuum I have a robotic vacuum, and I'm so glad that I do because it helps with a lot of it, but it's working double time. I mean, there's hair just wrapped right up in the reels and in the brush, and I've chosen not to shave my head because I feel like, for one, I think that the dramatic difference between this, what little bit I do have, and buzzing it off would really bother me, would really affect me emotionally. So I've chosen not to buzz my head. I've said if I get to the point where I'm like just doing a comb over or something like that, yeah, but I can work with what I've got, and that's going to be my point here. God has given me this trial, and I'm doing my best to bless others through the trial and bring a positive attitude to it, because if you think about it, God gave these doctors and nurses and scientists the ability to cure breast cancer, you know, any medical situation you can think of. You have the option to seek treatment or not, you know, and I know in the beginning I didn't know if I wanted to go through the chemo, but now that I've chosen it, I mean, it is a life-saving drug, and I'm excited because every time that I go, I'm advancing or what do I want to say? You know, I'm increasing my odds of success. You know, I'm increasing the years. I'm adding years to my life. You know, my stepdaughter is gonna meet me today, and she's like, "Well, I wish this was under different circumstances." And I said, "You know what? I don't know what better circumstance there would be. You know, I'm going to have chemo to save my life. I mean, I have the option, and I'm doing that, and I'm so blessed and grateful to God that there is a cure and there are options. You know, this isn't a dead-end road, and so that ties into the hair. You know, God gave me this trial, my hair's falling out, but the cancer is going away, it's shrinking. So I will enjoy and appreciate my hair as long as I have it, until it becomes such a burden that it just doesn't make sense. But I'm telling you, okay, if you're going through this and your hair is falling out, thinning, I don't care if it's from chemo or what, you know, just older age and hormones or whatever, this banana clip, okay, I'm doing a banana clip. I had a banana clip, I've had it probably for 30 years, right? So banana clip with a little barrette. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but I've got a barrette holding the banana clip to my head, because otherwise the banana clip's just going to fall out. My hair is that thin. I actually tried to put in a ponytail, and the ponytail was like this big, you know, and the banana clip's giving me the volume and making it appear that I have tons of hair. My hair actually wanted to do this bang thing this morning, which was great, because I have a huge scalp part that is falling out. So hey, I'm just hiding it all, I'm just working with it. And I wore a wig in public the other day. It wasn't fun. I'm a girl that wears my hair in a hat or up, and the hair is just everywhere, and I'm looking down. I was actually at my quilting class, and I'm looking down, and if it had been my real hair, I would have had it up. You know, it's just annoying, and it's hot. You know, I thought, well, it's going to be fall and winter, so a wig's not going to be a big deal. It's not going to be hot. Well, it's like 70 degrees in the building, so it feels like you're wearing a fur hat. Seriously. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but for now, just making the best of it, and doing what I do. I did want to tell you, I figured out that I'm having a lot of mouth problems. I'm still using the Biotine mouth rinse and toothpaste, but I'm getting like canker sores. It's tomatoes. Anything acidic. The cider that we made the other day, too acidic. Any types of juice like that, lemonade, anything. I cannot do it. It makes little bumps on my tongue. So what you do, if you ever have this problem, because I used to get this before I even had chemo treatments, take some baking soda, put it in a little plate or whatever, dish, bowl, tiny bit of water, make a paste. This is dried up because it was on the kitchen sink. Make like a paste and put it on your tongue. Just stick your tongue out, put it on your tongue, leave it there for like a minute, and then, you know, spit it out or rinse your mouth out. I did it when they were really bad. I did it a couple times a day. They're gone now. I'm feeling much, much better. No more tomatoes for me. Okay. No more tomatoes for now. My beautiful friend Heather, who is going to be doing an interview of me later this month with her girls and her product. She actually has a cosmetic company that is in Maine, and her products have chaga in them. And she sent me a little kit, and I tell you what, it is awesome. The soap is awesome. I'm finding that anything really, really harsh for your body soap is hurting. So this is just, it has chaga in it, and it's just really mild, and it just feels so good. So she sent me cleansing oil, hydration cream, a nourishing facial serum, and a tinted lip serum. And they all are awesome. I don't know which I like better. Let me just show you her label. I don't know if you can see, but they're all awesome. I actually used this last night and this morning. I've been using it, and it is awesome. It just makes my face feel a lot smoother. With the chemo, I am having dry skin. I'm getting acne. That's actually why. But the acne is going away with these products. So It's a Maine-based company, which I think is so cool. Cruelty-free, vegan-free, and it has chaga in it. So, and other natural ingredients. So I just think it's so cool, and I'm so grateful to her for reaching out to me and sending me some goodies. So onward and upward to genetics testing. I wanted to talk about genetics testing. I got my results a couple weeks ago, and you guys know probably that I was negative. So I wanted to talk to you about why I chose to do the genetics testing. Basically, I have, and I didn't bring my family chart, I have cancer in my family. It runs both on my mom's side and my dad's side. My aunt on my dad's side had thyroid cancer at a very young age, and then my aunt had breast cancer, as well as my great-grandmother, and my mom's would be her aunt and daughter, her daughter. So there's breast cancer in my family at a young age. And so I was worried that I might carry the BRCA1 and BRCA2 mutation gene. So what they do is they can take your blood sample, they send it off to a lab, I believe it's in California, and they have machines and all that take your DNA, and they straighten it all out and look at it and figure out if you have this gene mutation. Now, only 10 to 15% of breast cancer patients actually have the BRCA mutation. So it's a pretty low percentage, but if you are actually diagnosed, or not diagnosed, but if it is found that you have the BRCA1 and 2 genes, it dramatically increases your lifetime, I wrote this all down, risk of breast cancer. Breast cancer, 60 to 80% ovarian, 20 to 40% pancreatic, prostate, and melanoma cancer. So it basically, if you know that you carry the mutation, it makes you hypersensitive about it, and your doctor is hypersensitive about it. So like the ovarian cancer is very hard to detect. It's not like breast cancer where you feel a lump, it's ovaries, it's inside. So 60 to 80% success rate, or increases your lifetime risk if you carry it by 60 to 80%. I mean, so if I had been a carrier of the BRCA1 or 2 gene mutation, I would have chosen to have a hysterectomy. Just because I most likely would end up with ovarian cancer. So you would just do it as a preventative thing. I don't know if you knew this, but Angelina Jolie had actually popularized the BRCA1, BRCA2 gene mutation because she was actually positive for it, and that is why she chose to have a double mastectomy, even though she did not have breast cancer. There was just such a rampant amount of breast cancer in her family that she did it as a preventative measure. And you may decide to do that too. I am not a carrier, so I'm very, very happy about that. It also tells me that I really don't need to have, in my opinion, I do not feel like I need to go to the extreme and have a mastectomy or a double mastectomy. My doctor has said that I can treat this with a lumpectomy and radiation. So we're going to be meeting with a plastic surgeon and the radiation oncologist this month, so that I can determine if the benefits outweigh, which benefits outweigh each other. So does it make more sense for me to have a lumpectomy with radiation, or just a mastectomy with, I would have reconstruction done? So outweighing the two and deciding which is best for me. Back to the genetic testing. Basically, you qualify for the genetic testing. Your insurance will most likely pay for it if you have a breast cancer diagnosis under the age of 50, if you have ovarian cancer, if you have a close family member who has found that they have the gene mutation. This has been being passed down for centuries. I mean, this is not a new thing. They've just discovered that it is directly related to breast cancer, but it has been passed down for centuries. So a close family member passing it down finds out, so you want to get tested as well. If you have breast cancer in both breasts, believe it or not, it's not common to have breast cancer in both breasts at one time. It's generally in one or the other. If you're a man that has breast cancer, you should have genetic testing. If you're triple negative breast cancer, which is a type of breast cancer under the age of 60, you should have the genetic testing. So the advantages of doing this is it, like I said, makes it so that you'll have the screening earlier at a younger age, so 20 to 30 instead of the 40 years is traditionally what the insurance wants to pay for, is, you know, after you're 40 years old and older every year. If you're positive, you'll be having a screening every year from age 20 to 30. Ovarian cancer, 40% chance of getting, and it's hard to detect, like I said. And the recommendation is to have a hysterectomy once you have done having your kids if you are BRCA1 and BRCA2 positive. They want you to, you know, go beyond your childbearing years and then take care of it so that you do not have risk of having ovarian cancer. So obviously this causes stress with women because they might regret having a hysterectomy or a mastectomy or double mastectomy because they didn't have a cancer diagnosis. They did it as a preventative, so it's a really big decision to make. It shouldn't be taken lightly, but it can increase your odds in saving your life. So that is what I have today. Today I'm headed to my week 6 treatment, and that's my halfway mark to my 2-week break. So I have Taxol, Herceptin, Perjeta for 12 weeks, and then I have a 2-week break, and then I most likely am going to be doing AC for 4 treatments, which is every other week, so basically 2 months. So I'm halfway through my 12 weeks. Then I get a break around Thanksgiving for 2 weeks. I don't have to drive to Bangor as far as I know, so that's exciting. Yeah, just celebrate every day. Every day is a gift from God, and just enjoy it. Do the best you can. If you need to rest, rest. But if you can, do everything you can. Give it all you've got. So have a fabulous day, and like and share, subscribe, and thanks. Love you all.